I'm a giant bear bond. She told me that the money make she tried more, not a mother ain't nothing. I've been always feeling like the one. I'ma show 'em how it's done. I like cash money, yeah, baby.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First down, Terrell, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a third down. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run on first down. Lowry. He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On first down, Terrell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down now, Terrell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, Terrell. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Terrell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Love from the gun. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On 2nd down now, Terrell, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Terrell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Switch. 60 Bison. Hey, Mike.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, Terrell. Open space inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Packers 14, Lions 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Love looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's third down.
Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That'll be caught. It's Rager. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll run on first down. Terrell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
2nd down and 5.
They'll set up to throw.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? First down, Love to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Now Love. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Love. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now on 2nd and 13, Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing. Love.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Touchdown, Packers!
Jalen Rager,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
The kicker on for the point after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this one down at about the 20-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try the left side. Terrell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Come on, D. Shift. Check, Bobcat.
They'll keep it on the ground. Terrell. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there.
It's now 4th and goal.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to take it in for a great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Well, weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league. No question about it. That wasn't the biggest of games.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 42, Lions 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Lions on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
On 4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
It's just me and you. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 60 Eagles.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this one complete on the slant route. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Now back to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
complete to T.J. Hawkinson.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
It's the score. Packers 42. Lions 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down, Packers.
On 1st down, Lowry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, Can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lowry, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
47, check flag 47. Man, I got you.
Black swap, yellow, Lonnie, Smith, red, opposite, green.
They'll try the left side. Lowry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
At the 44-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Hold up, tell me out. I think the tables